Welcome to No Boundaries. This is episode 8. I'm your host, Dana Boyle. This week we have IWLCA Defensive Player of the Week after her massive performance and win over Maryland's SOPHIA LaRose. Let's get started. First off, congratulations, Defensive Player of the Week after your massive performance against Maryland where you guys won. I have to ask, what was going through your mind when Libby May caught the ball in front of the crease? What were you thinking? I mean, you stopped it, but what was going through your head?
Well, I was ready for that second shot, and then as soon as I heard that horn right before she released it, I didn't even attempt to get that second shot. Like, I was just so happy for our team. I think looking back, it definitely could have been a little stupid of me to do that because they totally could have counted it. But I think, because I've been in that situation before where it was a neck and neck game and made that first save, bounced out, and then they get the second one. So it definitely would have stung if that happened. So I'm just really happy that our team pushed through for the full 60 minutes. We're able to come out with the win against Maryland.
And we were talking about it earlier, but you guys haven't played Maryland, or you've never played Maryland in your career at Duke. So what was Kirsten Kimmel's message in the locker room? You know, she played at Maryland, Brooke played at Maryland, your assistant coach. So what was her message to you guys before the game?
Yeah, I think, having them both play at Maryland, like they know Maryland can pull out a win. Like they are a winning team. They came off of winning the national championship a couple years ago. And so this was a team where, we definitely need to focus on ourselves and like we had our own game plan. We also couldn't overlook this team. Like we knew it was going to be a very tough game, a lot harder than Friday's game. And I think our game plan just going into it was to throw the first punch, continue to punch, and continue to fight until we won the game with the last 60 minutes. So, they said it best, but it was really cool. Again, like I told you earlier, having Brooke being, an alumni of Maryland and then coaching against her sister, it was a very cool experience.
It was an awesome game to watch. I felt very privileged to call. And I was telling you, we never beat Maryland when I was at Virginia. So I'm riding the Duke women's lacrosse train because that game was fire and you guys played awesome. Specifically in cage, they got a lot of sharpshooters. So congratulations. You guys absolutely deserve to move on to the next round. And I can't wait to watch you guys play.
Thank you so much. Thank you. No, I'm excited too. Should be a very good game on Saturday.
So let's get to know a little bit about you. So you're from San Diego, California. Now you're in Durham. So why did you choose Duke?
Everyone always asks that. I think for me, when I was going through the recruiting process in high school, I knew I really wanted to get out of the West Coast. I really wanted a new experience. It was kind of like I wanted to live somewhere for 4 years that I didn't think I would live. I thought I'd always make it back to California. Now that I'm on the East Coast, I love the East Coast. So who knows where I'm going to end up after college. But I really wanted to make it to the East Coast, and I wanted to play for a top team, but I also wanted to, study at a top institution. And I think Duke is one of the best balances where they're a top program for lacrosse and they're also a top academic school. So it's kind of like a no-brainer for me. So, I'm really privileged that Kirsten gave me the opportunity to play here, and it's been a great 3 years, and hopefully I'll have 2 more years here after this year.
I'm sure that Kirsten Kimmel also hopes you have 2 more years.
Yeah.
Really come alive in the cage. So what's better, East Coast or West Coast? We're going to start a little rival here.
Oh gosh. West Coast weather is great. It gets boring though. San Diego, it's sunny, it's 70 degrees every single day, even in the winter. So I love like here when Kirsten's like very big into weather. So she's like, guys, weather's coming in. Like we might get a tornado, a hurricane. I'm always like, yes, let's go. Like I'm a storm junkie. I love it. But, I don't know. I think it's fun here on the East Coast because the weather never gets boring. People are very nice here, a lot nicer. So I like that. But I love the beach, and I'm a lot closer to the beach at home than I am here.
So do you like the snow? How do you feel about the snow?
Oh yeah, I'm a big snowboarder. My family, like we love to go to the mountains. So we're beach family, but we're also the mountains. I skied. I'm not the best skier, but snowing, I love when it snows here, but it only snows a couple of times, a couple of days out of the year. And I think that's another great thing about Durham is, you do get the snow, but it's not blizzard, like -degree weather. And then it does get hot here, but it's not like Florida either. So it's a good medium.
I remember when I was getting recruited in high school. I'm from New Hampshire originally, so we get pounded with snow, until like March. And I came to Duke winter camp, and it was December, I think, December, January, and it was like 50, and I was in a penny, like nothing underneath, like sun's out, guns out, like ready to go, and everyone else was like, aren't you cold? I'm like, it's 15 degrees where I'm from. I was like, this is life. Like, I gotta cross to the south. Like, so I totally get what you're saying about the West Coast, but we are happy to have you on the East Coast. So I was doing some digging, and I saw that you were on the winning golf team. You guys did a golf competition in the fall. Is that true? Are you a golfer? Like, do we not know this about you?
Oh, I am not a golfer. No, I'm not a golfer. I do think I can pick up sports pretty easily. Golfing is not one of those. I am terrible. Like, my game plan is like just hit the ball as hard as you can. Maddie Dunk was the MVP on my team. She is a senior attacker, and she was on the golf team in high school. So she carried our team on her back, and we pulled out the win. It was a very fun experience for our entire team, though. Just like another bonding activity that we do. Like, after this, we're going and having a movie night in our stadium. Awesome. So we do like little things like that, just that really help like build chemistry off the field with our team.
There was some video of it on the internet, and I was like, I gotta watch this. I'm terrible at golf, but I was watching some of y'all's swings, and I was like, they're pretty good. I mean, pretty good.
We looked athletic, but I definitely think they showed more footage of us doing better. There was one good swing for every 10 terrible swings, but everyone had fun, so it was a good time.
That's what matters, especially I know the fall was really challenging, and the spring has presented a lot of challenges too, so it's nice that you guys can still have some sort of sense of normalcy being a part of a team.
Yeah.
But I know you said you like to snowboard, you like the beach, so is there a favorite place that you've traveled with your family or by yourself or with friends?
In my family, I think, I've been privileged enough to be able to travel and see different countries and learn about different cultures. And I would say the most recent place, we went to Malaysia, I think 2 years ago. And I think that was one of the best experiences, just being older, because we actually, whenever we go and travel, we always try and like give back and go to orphanages or schools. And we carried 50 lacrosse sticks overseas to Malaysia, and we were on a small island called Langkawi, and we brought lacrosse to this orphanage that had 50 boys that were between 7 and 8 years old. And all day we just taught them how to play lacrosse. And, we brought other stuff. So like, I would say Malaysia, just because that experience is newer, was the best place I've traveled to. Snowboarding wise, there's so many great mountains in the States, but last winter we went to Switzerland and snowboarded there, and the Swiss Alps was something I will never forget. That was an amazing year. Yeah.
That's amazing. But I love the story about Malaysia, you said, bringing the sticks. Did they take well to it, or what was their reaction?
I think it was great. I think it's, these experiences are always so different because they didn't speak English. So we were really all just communicating by trying to show them how to play lacrosse. And we brought other stuff too. And honestly, I think by the end of it, they were more interested by my Apple Watch and like what an Apple Watch does, because they haven't seen that before. But they caught on pretty quickly. They were so happy. And by the end, they're, at the beginning, they're all quiet, kind of hiding. And then by the end, they were just like jumping on us and hugging us. So, very rewarding experience. And it just shows, I hope, we made an impact on their life, but they definitely did on ours as well.
One last question. This is going to be hard. What is your favorite memory to date as a Blue Devil?
Honestly, I think Sunday's game will mark it so far. Like, I think it's a privilege that, we were able to make it into the tournament. And I think making it through and going to the Elite Eight is, going to the quarterfinals is an experience that no one on our team has had before. And it was such a solid team win. And, even just today at practice, the energy, like everyone is just so excited to be here. Everyone was so happy from Sunday's game. But now it's like, all right, Sunday's game is in the past. Now it's time to focus on Saturday. And I would say, that's probably my best memory. I think, but, I have some other great memories as a Blue Devil, even just outside lacrosse with the team. Like we do a team bonding trip every year. My freshman year, we went to Wrightsville Beach and we're at the beach for the weekend, and like I loved it because I was like, yes, we can go to the beach.
California.
Like that was another one of my favorite memories, being here at Duke with the team.
That's fun. Yeah, lacrosse is the best.